Forget how old you can How you doing, man? All right, if you've been on some way fixing there.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Vanderbilt's offense is on the field for the first time today. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Memphis offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Gossett. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Gossett. They'll run the screen. Inside the 35. Open space at the 25. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Plows through the defense. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers that'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Under fire. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got his man in the middle. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Gossett. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end. On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Commodores offense will get the football first. Dropping back, it's Gossett. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So the Memphis Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Gossett. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They throw it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Oh, that's just a really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Commodores come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line of this offense. Needed a play like that.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The hand to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gives it on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. It's caught. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He lets it fly. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Gossett. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it, just gifting your opponent great field position.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on 1st down. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Pierre. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Pierre. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great...
Touchdown, Memphis! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Gossett. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this down?
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unleashes it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pierre. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up.
Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Gossett. Skips away from pressure. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Makes the grab deep. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, it's Gossett. Touchdown, VAndy. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Got his man downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Mempis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going with the ground game left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Pierre. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Gossett. Pocket breaking down. Those two not on the same page, it's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. starts the drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Takes the easy completion. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Mempis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Gossett. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Mempis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Pierre. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And I tell you what, when you run those little funnels and the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Gets open down the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Running to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got it in the middle. It's Pierre. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Memphis now operating in the red zone. The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying the left side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Gossett. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Touchdown, Memphis! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
54, Vanderbilt, 7.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. The defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space there.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're they get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The RPO, it's complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to throw. It's Gossett. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Memphis, 59. Vanderbilt, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Breaks into the open.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is in the air. Here's the return.
The return is tackled down at the 13. And the Vanderbilt offense will take over 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Gossett. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Hauls it in. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.